oh, they're on that Ozempic, like they're cheating, or and it's like, and I think a lot of that comes because of like media, where for a while, there was a lot of stuff in the media about like all these crazy side effects and the stomach paralysis and like just crazy stuff, right? And what I've seen is that if you use this responsibly and you only titrate your dose when you need to, it's pretty safe. But if you and so I have a couple clients, like I'm not a doctor. I can't advise you on anything medical. I can't treat you, I can't give you advice that treats any medical condition. I can say this is what I would do, okay? And so, although I know that the clinical start dose for retatrutide is 2 milligrams, I'm telling you to start, or I'm telling you that I would start at 1 milligram. I would start low and see what happens. Because what happens if you get great results off of 1 milligram? Why would you go to 2 milligrams? Just stay there, just ride it out. Everything's smooth sailing. But the more aggressive you get with the dosing, trying to get greedy, the more likely you are to run into issues. That's true of anything. That's true of anabolics. That's true of literally anything in life. The more aggressive you get with these things, the faster you push them, the more risk you incur. So start low, assess your tolerance, see what the results are, and then only work these things up when you absolutely need to. I think that that's where people run into issues, is that they're on Reddit or they're listening to, because the actual there's actually a dosing schedule for these things, where they say at week 1 you start this at this dose, and then it's an arbitrary titration. 4 weeks later you move to this dose, then this dose, then this dose, then this dose. Fuck all that. Don't listen to that. Just start low and use as much as you need to get the result that you want, and only move it up when you need to. You know?
And I don't know if you'll be able to like shed any light on this too, but like when these doctors give it to people, is that the only thing that they're manipulating? Because if they're not manipulating their food or like their total like energy output, they end up just skyrocketing that dose instead of, okay, we'll keep you at the
That
same dose, we'll peel back your food a little bit, or we'll up the cardio or up your output in some way. Um,
that's exactly why people run into issues, is because there is no consideration for the lifestyle. So that they have to increase the dose in order to cover their bases to get the results, right? Like they just it's not a great place to be. And when you take somebody that has no idea about nutrition, they're just eating the typical American diet. They're probably eating low to moderate protein, probably low protein, high carb, high fat, bunch of processed food. You give that person no guidance about nutrition and you put them on a GLP, they're just going to eat less of that, right? And so when they eat less of that, when they eat less of that, you know, while they were having a higher calorie intake, they may have been getting away with some accuracy by volume in terms of micronutrient intake, right? Because their calorie intake is so high that just because of that, they are accuracy by volume able to achieve a okay micronutrient intake. But when that gets squeezed down, when that appetite draws down and they're still eating the same way, but eating less, now we're running into micronutrient deficiencies. Now you're looking at the people that lose the muscle, that lose their hair, that get that Ozempic face, that look just not fucking right because they're essentially malnourished. You know what I mean? So I think now a lot of doctors are better about it because they're getting more educated. But there was a point in time when, yeah, it was just take this thing, we jack these doses up, and then that's it. Yeah.
yeah, I mean, and that's kind of it. It's like only certain people I feel like can say that because it's gonna be like, well, why would my doctor like it? Like it's a doctor, you know? And so it's like, why would just some random guy with a certificate, or like, why would he be smarter than my doctor? Why would he know? And it's just like, I mean, that's just the way that they do it. But
Sometimes,
like, I guess you have
yes.
to find out by, listening to your
Yeah.
doctor, I guess.
It's a slippery slope, like with clients, because you don't ever want to come off like you're trying to be a doctor, because I'm not a doctor.